Hey, have you ever been that person who just shuts down and goes completely silent the moment something hurts you? You know the one. Someone says something that stings, and instead of arguing or explaining, you just freeze. You mutter, I'm fine, but inside you're screaming, please just leave me alone right now. If that's you, I want you to hear this first. Your silence isn't cold. It isn't immature, and it definitely isn't you being difficult. According to psychology, what your nervous system is doing in that moment is actually one of the most sophisticated protective responses a human brain can create. When you get emotionally hurt, something shifts inside you. It's subtle, but powerful. Your words suddenly feel out of reach. Your chest feels heavy. Talking becomes almost impossible. This isn't a choice you consciously make. It's your body hitting the freeze response, the same survival mechanism that kicks in when we feel threatened. Experts like Dr. Peter Levine describe it as a hardwired part of our nervous system, just like fight or flight. In those moments, the part of your brain responsible for speech, Broca's area, can actually dial down while emotions flood you. So even if you want to explain how you feel, the words just won't come out easily. So where does this pattern start? For many of us, it was learned very early. Maybe in a home where showing emotions was seen as annoying, dramatic, or even unsafe. Maybe every time you tried to say, that hurt me, you were told to get over it, or stop being so sensitive. Over time, your brain learned a painful lesson. Expressing hurt out loud can make things worse. So silence became your safest option. Attachment theory, pioneered by John Bowlby, shows how our early relationships wire the way we handle pain as adults. If vulnerability was punished or ignored, going quiet becomes a survival skill.
Here's what most people don't understand. While you're silent on the outside, your mind is working overtime on the inside. You're not ignoring the problem. You're actually processing it more deeply than most people do. You're asking yourself, did I overreact? Have I felt this exact pain before? What is this really about? This deep self-reflection happens through what neuroscientists call the default mode network, the brain's inner storyteller that kicks in during quiet moments. You're not giving the silent treatment to punish anyone. You're trying to regulate yourself so you don't say something you'll regret later. Psychologist Dr. Daniel Siegel talks about something called the window of tolerance. When we're flooded with hurt, we step outside that window. Silence is often your nervous system's way of waiting until you feel safe enough to speak clearly and calmly. The irony? The thing you need most in those moments is patience and gentle space. But what you usually get is pressure. Why aren't you talking? Say something. Stop being so dramatic.
And every time that happens, it quietly confirms your old belief. It's not safe to show how I really feel. But here's the beautiful part. When you finally do speak, those words carry so much weight. You've thought about them from every angle. You've processed the pain instead of just reacting to it. That's not emotional unavailability. That's emotional integrity. If you're someone who goes quiet when hurt, I want you to know you feel things deeply. You care deeply. And your silence is your nervous system protecting both you and the people you love. Healing tip: start small. When you feel safe with someone, try saying, I'm feeling hurt right now, and I need a little time before I can talk about it. Can you give me that space? Most caring people will respect that once they understand what it really means. You're not broken for going quiet. You're someone whose heart is trying to stay safe while feeling everything so intensely. And that is actually a strength. If this video made you feel seen, drop a like,
and share it with someone who always goes quiet when they're hurt. Let me know in the comments, do you go silent when you're hurt, or do you know someone who does? What helps you open up? Thanks for watching. Take care of your heart.